The Friends of the Joburg Libraries is a Section 21 organisation that supports the Johannesburg Library Services. The organisation is committed to helping the libraries expand their reach and improve their services to the public. Through various initiatives, the Friends of the Joburg Libraries helps to raise awareness of the importance of libraries and their role in the community. To tell us more, we are joined in studio by the chairman of the Friends of the Joburg Public Libraries, Zara Natalie. Zara, a very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
Good to have you on the show. So first of all, what motivated you, to get involved with the Friends of the Joburg Libraries?
Well, 30 years ago this year, we decided to start the Friends of the Library. One of the users of the library said, we've got so much out of the library, why don't we give something back to the library? And we started the Friends then, and we started off very small as a general Friends.
Yeah.
And then we grew into a Section 21 company, and we became a non-profit organisation as well. We registered with the Department of Welfare.
Okay.
And we do activities and we collect funds to support the library in every way that we possibly can.
Do you want to share more details about the kinds of activities that this organisation gets involved in?
Well, at the moment we're involved in a book sale. We have book sales, annual book sales once a year. We get books donated by various members of the public.
Okay.
And also books that are no longer needed and are withdrawn from the public library. They're given to us to sell on the book sale.
Yeah.
And then the money that we spend on, we'll get for this, these sales, we use it to run literacy programs, reading development programs, computer literacy programs, digital programs, and we try to get involved with improving reading in the community.
Okay.
We also buy books if they need it, newspapers, or whatever the library needs us to do, we help them.
And 30 years on, how has the organisation evolved over the years? What are some of the gains that you can just reflect and look back on?
Well, we've seen a lot of, we have what we call the Battle of the Books, the Story Skirmish, and the Science Scuffle. It's a program for children in the primary school. And we send books out to the various schools. The children read the books, and within the schools they have heats and competitions. Then they go to the branch libraries, and there's inter-school matches. And then they have the finale, and we have a final quiz question, and we get a winner. Or a school. And the school gets a small donation, and each child that participates gets a donation.
And it's good to see how much of an impact this organisation has on the broader community. So what's the most rewarding aspect of being a part of Joburg, Friends of the Joburg Libraries?
It's to see people being happy with reading and enjoying books.
Yes.
We're all book lovers who are on the committee, and it's wonderful to be able to share this love of books. It's all very well reading on the computer and on the iPads and on the Kindles, but there's nothing like holding a book in your hand. And it's different.
And we've had this conversation with so many people. It's different, man. There's just something so thrilling about turning the pages,
Yes.
Just the smell of paper, especially if it's a new book, the fresh smell of new paper.
Even
There's
if
just
it's
something
an old
thrilling
book.
about it.
And if you take a book to bed and you read it and you turn the pages, it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And you get lost in a new world. If you're feeling down or unhappy,
Yes, of
you
course.
pick up a happy book. Or if you want knowledge, you read a book in non-fiction. And in our book sales, we have fiction, non-fiction, children's books, and they are very, very reasonable. The prices range from 5 Rand to 20 Rand.
Okay.
Children's books are 5 Rand, and fiction is 10 Rand, and non-fiction's 20 Rand. And what I've noticed at our book sales too is absolutely wonderful. We have families coming.
Okay.
And
Where do you normally have these sales?
We usually have them at 22 Solomon Street in Braamfontein.
Okay.
Because the premises are very big. But this one that we're having tomorrow and Sunday, it's to launch Library Week. We're having it at Marks Park, and in fact there's a fun run going on at the moment, and there's all sorts of activities as well.
Okay. And what kinds of challenges have you encountered in this organization's 30-year journey? Are you receiving the necessary support to keep the organization going?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We used to be very active with sponsorship, but we found since COVID it's not so easy to get sponsorship anymore. In fact, during COVID, for 3 years we never had a sale, but last year we had a really big bumper sale. And it was very heartening to see children came to the book sale and their moms and dads wanted to pay, and they said no, they had been saving their money to buy their own books, which was absolutely wonderful for us to see. And it was just a fun, happy day. Everybody seemed very happy there, and we were very happy to communicate and mix with the public.
Right.
It really was a wonderful event.
I can imagine. Now, Zara, what's the biggest, I would say, misconception that people have about public libraries?
They think we're not needed anymore.
Sad.
Because of the computers
So
and the internet. But there's still a lot of information that you can find in the library which you can't get on the internet. Look, it's easier now. Instead of having, I remember I used to work at the library and I worked in the young adult reference library, and if children came in for projects, I'd have to page through indexes, all different types of indexes. In fact, one that really stuck out in my mind was a young boy came in, and he already, this was in the 70s, he had to do something on solar power.
Okay.
I'd never heard of solar power before, but this child had. And we went through masses of indexes, and I found a building in South America, in Brazil, that was just made totally of solar panels, and the whole building was powered by solar. And this was a real eye-opener for me. We learned a lot of useful things to bring up at cocktail parties.
Indeed, indeed. I mean, it's just information sharing. Yes. You are sharing whatever knowledge you have with the younger generation, and they're sharing whatever they know with the much elder folk.
Yes.
Lovely chatting to you, Zara. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great stuff. That was the chairperson of the Friends of Joburg Public Libraries, Zara Natalie, talking to us about book sales for fundraising.